Thank you, Mr. Speaker, on the access to opportunities and improvement of the quality of life and status of the Dasnach community in Marsabit County. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunities and Regional Integration regarding the access to opportunities and improvement of the quality of life and status of the Dasnach community in Marsabit County. In the statement, the committee should, 1, state the population of the Dasnach ethnic community in Marsabit County, explaining why members of the community lack the necessary national identification documentations, and further state the steps being taken to ensure the issuance of said documents. 2, state the number of public schools within the areas hosting the Dasnach in Marsabit County and the measures the government is taking to ensure access to education and infrastructure development for the community. 3, outline the projects implemented under the Equalization Fund that seek to address the systematic issues that hamper access to opportunities and equality for the said community since the inception of the fund. And finally, provide details on interventions designed to examine and resolve the systematic issues hindering marginalization of communities, particularly those in border regions, from achieving sustained and equitable development over the next decade.
To support the statement by Senator, Madam President, Senator Beth Siango on the regional integration regarding the access of opportunities and improvement of the quality of life and status of the Dasnach community in Marsabit County. Mr. Speaker, coming from a very marginalized community, I want to reiterate and add onto the voice of the Senator for Marsabit County that the Dasnach community are super marginalized. Mr. Speaker, this is a community that spans across 3 countries, that is Ethiopia, South Sudan, and Kenya. But we have realized as pastoralists that those in South Sudan and the Ethiopian side are very well taken care of and given the respect and the decency they deserve to be citizens of those respective countries. But Mr. Speaker, the ones in Kenya are living under complete marginalization, abject poverty, and they are actually, they fit to be living like wild animals. Mr. Speaker, where the Dasnach people live, I know coming from Samburu County that they are my neighbors, and I know that most of them do not even go to school. They are just living like headless chicken in the forest, and it is unfair for us to consider our nation a sovereign state that is taking care of its citizens when we do not ensure inclusivity of all marginalized communities. Mr. Speaker, Article 100 of our Constitution provides for advocates for promotion of representation of marginalized groups and gives marginalized and minority groups and gives Parliament full power and responsibility to take care of these marginalized groups by enacting laws that protect them, Mr. Speaker. Article 204 establishes the Equalization Fund, which also provides basic services like roads, water, and health facilities. This community considers those things very foreign, Mr. Speaker. And Article 56 also states that the state should put in place affirmative action programs. Like the other day we were just discussing about the equalization funds, and these are the communities that were actually in my mind while I was trying to argue this. Mr. Speaker, marginalized and minority groups should be given the right to participate in governance and given special opportunities in education to restore their decency, their human decency. Mr. Speaker, I know that some may argue that the Dasnach Dasnach people maybe have dual citizenship, belong to Ethiopia more than in Kenya. But our constitution equally gives right to dual citizenships, and through that, Mr. Speaker, we need to take this matter with the seriousness and urgency it deserves, and I'm so happy that the matter has been referred to the Committee of National Cohesion, which is chaired by the Honorable esteemed Marsabit County Senator, and these people come from their community. So I beg that whatever report they come with, we support it fully as Kenyans, because we cannot be proud to be a majority community without taking care of the marginalized community. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Let me take this opportunity to thank Senator Beth Siengo for highlighting the issues of the Dasnach community, which come from my county. They're in Northern constituency, but Honorable Speaker, these are people who are super minorities. In Marsabit, we have people not only marginalized, super marginalized, to an extent that even Kenyans don't know if there are people called Dasnach. If you Google today the Dasnach community, these are people who have been there for many years. Honorable Speaker, during the Second World War, the Italians, the Panzer Army, wanted to invade Kenya through Ethiopia border. But fortunately, Honorable Speaker, the Dasnach community defended that border to the last man, and they couldn't penetrate that border. The same people, Honorable Speaker, are suffering today. These people are people who are being called Galebas. Some are calling them Meriles, but they are people known as Dasnach. When we visited Dasnach about 2-3 weeks ago, when we asked those people, how many of you do have IDs? The whole community raised their hands because they don't have identity cards. Honorable Speaker, the only secondary school they have a secondary school up to class 3. Only class up to Form 3. Honorable Speaker, we went to the police station, police quarters. If you go to the police quarters, you will see something I've never seen in my life, Honorable Speaker. There is completely debilitated. There is nothing. The police station looks like as if it had been bombed, like they were in Iraq or even Gaza today. That is a police station in Kenya today. And I would like Honorable Kindiki to visit Ileret police station to see what is happening there. Those people are completely neglected. Honorable Speaker, these people, the population is about 40,000 as of 2007. There are no access to road, water, employment, IDs, and also even hope they don't have. Honorable Speaker, I asked the President some time back if these people can be given their own sub-county. And that process has started, and public participation has been done. Hopefully very soon they will get their own sub-county.
Sen.Chute, remember we had agreed we take 2-3 minutes each. From where I sit, I can see this statement is referred to your committee which you chair.
Yes.
So I think it
is... just give me 30 seconds to finish, Honorable Speaker. So what...
Finish?
Yes, okay, thank you very much. Basically, what I'm trying to say is these people...
If this community will not be assistant when you are the chair of the committee, then
yes,
they will have a problem.
I will try my best, Honorable Speaker. Let me conclude. In conclusion, there are two people who are marginalized in Kenya, the Elmolos and the Dasnach. My request to the government is to empower these two people, Honorable Speaker. Even nominated, if they can be given a position of nominated parliamentarian, it will be very good for us. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. You've cut me short, but thank you very much.
Those are the recommendations we would expect from your committee, so don't preempt what you are going to do.